this is the Collector in the Corner's wife, Debbie, and there's Randall.
I've been working on her chicken coop a little bit. I got to build a door for it. I'm going to put a window right there. Going to have wire on the inside, and then I'll have a shutter out here on the outside wood where she can close that up. I'll fix it where she can collect eggs on this side, and she'll get light from that window.
Ah.
And I've been using this for scaffold. I bought this table for $10.
Uh-huh.
I was going to put longer legs on it, use it to work on chainsaws, got to stay, but it works good for a scaffold. Makes old man just a little bit safer.
Yeah. Safety? You care about safety?
Well, I don't like getting hurt. Anyway, my youngest son, last night, he was looking on eBay there. There was a Lombard chainsaw, and he knew I liked them Lombard chainsaws. I got one. The cylinders wore out on it. It ain't got much compression. You don't even need the compression release to start it, you know. And it'd been overheated bad because it was dirty and all that when I got it. But I'd used
it was toast.
But I quit using it because it needs a new cylinder and piston.
Mm-hmm.
And there was one on eBay there, and he bought it for $35, and it was local, about less than 20 miles away where the guy lived, and we was going to drive over there. So we drove over and got that chainsaw, and on the way home, we was coming back and going across there, and we was in Debbie's little car, and it's a little Dodge Neon, got a little bit of roller skate sized tires on it, you know, go-kart wheels. And
I want some big mud grippers on it.
It's about this high off the ground. And Zack was driving because I don't see good at night. I told him I'd just soon he drove. And we met a pickup truck, big four-wheel drive with them super bright
halogen burn your eyeball laser lights.
Anyway, of course, they was right in on the windshield of that car. We couldn't see nothing. I know I couldn't. I don't know about Zack. I couldn't see nothing. And just as we met that truck, he hit something in the road in that car. We felt it bump under it. It sounded like it gutted the bottom of the car out. He said, we hit something. Don't know what it was. Couldn't see the road. And just like that, we knew what we'd hit. That smell... It was a skunk, and that filled her little car up with that stink. We rolled the windows down. And it's still, it was bad in there. And she went to Thayer this morning, took her little car and went up there and got a little spot of feed.
Mm-hmm.
Wanted to go to a little thrift store she liked to go to. She buys me shirts and stuff up there. She got me this Donald Duck shirt.
No, not Donald, Daffy.
Yeah, Daffy Duck on my shirt.
See, you're Daffy.
Anyway. So I was just out there a while ago, and that car still smells like a skunk.
It still stinks.
It smells like a skunk. So there's a skunk story. But anyway,
here's
the chainsaw the lad got me. And I've done had the muffler out and took that screen out of the inside and gutted the muffler like I like to do. And it didn't have a side cover, but I had one. It's got a hole in the middle of it, but that don't bother me. It'll work. And the top cover was different than this, and this is an older Lombard top cover. I like that.
So this is old paint.
Yep. Anyway, but it's a Lombard, and it looks a lot like a Homelite XL12, but XL12 is 58 cc, and these Lombards 68 cc. And it wouldn't start, wouldn't do nothing, and the little springs was going off the paws and on the flywheel on them little. Didn't catch it, and I fixed that. It wasn't getting spark, and I determined this switch here was grounded out, so I took the wire off that goes down to the coil, and I got it getting spark.
Okay.
And it's like all of them. They leave bad gas in them, this, that, carburetor and fuel lines ain't no good, but
there's a but in your story. Wow. You need matches? What are we listening for?
And I've got an advantage over most people.
What? Oh my God, you're scaring me.
Yeah, I got an advantage. I'm left-handed.
Okay.
I see people start a chainsaw, they'll stick it between their legs and they got that right arm and it's in the way that...
Oh, sorry.
I'm left-handed, see? I
Okay.
put my foot right there and one hand right there. I thought I got flooded. It's gonna run.
Oh my gosh! But how many trees you gonna cut down with
Well,
no saw blade on the front and it's running that long? That was
probably
pretty.
It needs carburetor,
Uh-huh.
fuel lines,
Uh-huh.
like all of them. I've cleaned on that tank already. It didn't have a fuel cap on it. I've got a fuel cap put on it. I had one of them.
Uh-huh.
I think I'll just go ahead and pull the carburetor and the fuel line filter off of my other Lombard and put on here and the bar and chain and put on here. And we'll do
Did that poop you out, Grandpa?
a little bit. I'm old.
Do you
We'll
want
do-
me to?
we'll
Do you
do-
want me to start you
We'll
again?
do a firewood cutting video. I might even get you the Debbie to do something.
I have not run a chainsaw in probably 30 years. And the very first time I run a chainsaw, I didn't think my hands were ever going to stop. They kept vibrating.
Don't bother me.
Well,
I
it's,
don't vibrate.
that's because
All
you're.
my nerves are dead.
Well, mine was still jerking.
Yeah, I've heard people say that you get some kind of white finger disease or something from
No, I
using
had.
a saw.
I
It
had
got vibration isolation.
I had the feeling like I was still holding the chainsaw and it was still going and it wasn't in my hand.
It's been so long ago since
Uh-huh.
I had that problem. I probably forgot it. If I did, I don't know.
Do you want me to remind you?
But I started using a XL12 when I was 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I still got it. Just one daddy bought new. But anyway, I kind of, listen here, I was in there into the muffler, and the piston and the cylinder's real good on it.
Oh, good.
Anyway,
Good.
these Lombards, I'll show people something about a Lombard.
What?
Right here,
What about a Lombard?
down here, right here,
Yes,
there's
sir.
a one-way valve.
Ah.
And crankcase pressure comes out of here, goes into this line through this one-way valve, runs on up here, and pressurizes your tank for your bar and chain oil.
And what does that mean?
What do you mean, what's that mean? What that does, that adjusts, that pressurizes it, and that's your automatic oiler. It's got a manual oiler, and right here, there's a screw. You can take that screw and you can adjust that screw up or down. If you need more oil, you adjust it out. If you need less oil, you tighten it in. But you got an adjustment on a Lombard saw. And it's real important when you got a saw to keep this crack right here blowed out.
You know what I would rather do? Just turn up the gas.
You let that clog up,
Uh-huh.
the air can't circulate
it'll
through
catch a
there
fire?
and it overheats them.
And it catches a fire.
You boil your fuel. Yep. But anyway, there she is. But it's kind of like XL12. Put your oil in for your bar and chain oil way down here on this plug here.
Uh-huh.
And it's got a manual oiler right there. That button right there is manual oiler. But they're similar. But there's some better features on a Lombard. And
What?
one of them,
Really?
XL12 takes the air in all the way around.
Ah. I see it. It's got a hole in the back.
The Lombard just takes the air in right there to go to the air cleaner.
Yeah, I see.
Goes right there.
Yes. I
And what
see it.
that does, that keeps that cleaner because you ain't getting all this dust and sawdust from up here. It's all up here on the back.
So it's like a hood scoop on the
I
car.
think it's a better feature.
Ah.
But Lombard, they claim that the guy who designed these Lombards was the engineer who designed XL12, and he quit Homelight and went to work for Lombard and designed these Lombards, and it looks just like them, nothing will fit.
Ah.
But he made some improvements on them, like that pressurized automatic oiler and different stuff. But he improved it. I think his saw's a little newer than that other old Lombard I got. That other one I got's the older one. I figure this was made in the 70s and it was made in the 60s. But anyway,
Yes.
Debbie didn't have to give me a jump start to get me awake the other morning.
I might do that. I think I'll bring jumper cables in there next time.
What, hook them on each ear?
Yeah, and to a battery and see what happens.
Put them on my toes?
Yeah, and maybe plug it into the house current.
No, just get the extension cord.
Yeah, and see what happens.
Hook it to my toes, please. I think I'd be in a bad mood. Well, say goodbye and good luck to you. And y'all have a Merry Christmas. I got a good Christmas present from my son. He bought this for me. And I guess it's the first time anybody ever bought me a chainsaw for a present.
Don't look at me. I don't have to buy you any. You buy your own.
I know, I usually buy them all. But that's the first time I ever got a chainsaw for a present. I've had people
Well, shoot the dog. You mean I'm going to have to keep an eyeball out for a chainsaw?
I've had people give me saws, you know.
Okay. Well, anyway, thank y'all. And please like and subscribe and comment below and share our videos. And Merry Christmas to y'all. And like and subscribe. And I lost my train of thought. And please like and subscribe. Bye.